Hey everybody, today I'm here with Kelly and Dave in a lovely home in Berea that they bought. It's coming up on 4 years now, right, you guys?
Yeah.
And we're going to talk a little bit about some of the changes they've done. You're going to see some photos, and so walking through, it's been a little bit since I've been here. Probably the biggest things to me were the bath down here, the fireplace, kitchen. I guess there were a lot of them, and upstairs. So why don't we go through a little bit, kind of one by one, and you guys tell us what you've done. John, the hubby, is going to prepare the before and afters. You'll be able to see some of the changes, and then you guys have some photos too, you said. So, okay, so first thing, when you started, I know one of the big things you wanted was a fireplace.
Yes.
It was in your last home,
Yes.
and it was something that you wanted.
Yes. It didn't have to be functional, but I need somewhere to put stockings for Christmas. That was the most important thing.
They have lots of kids here, so.
Santa's got to get in.
So what did that look like? I know, Dave, you actually made it so that there was no corner. You modified it so now it's just a caddy corner.
Yeah.
Right. One of the things also that was lacking in the house, especially in the living room, was a spot for a TV. That the people before us, they just kind of used it as like a sitting room for one or two other people, and their main entertainment room or TV room was upstairs. But we knew that we needed all those bedrooms upstairs.
Yeah.
And so we wanted this to actually be a living room. So we were kicking around different ideas of where can we put a TV. And so that was kind of one of the other reasons for doing the fireplace was having that something above the mantle and giving us a place that kind of a focal point for the room.
I just sent him a picture one day with like a cartoon drawing over the corner of a fireplace. And I was like, can you do this? And he did.
And he did.
Figured it out.
Yeah.
I love when that happens.
Yeah, it worked out nicely.
Yeah, it looks so nice in there. And then you guys, pretty much you've painted throughout too. So the colors are at least, because it was white in here. A lot of it, right?
It's cream.
Cream and white, which was clean when he came in, when we looked at it. All the hardwoods in here are, beautiful. There's some old pine ones. Even in the hardwoods, it looks that there's different kinds of hardwoods throughout.
And this room has an inlay in the middle. We have a carpet over it, so you can't see it, but
it has the inlay.
Yeah, it has the inlay.
Yeah, that's nice too. And they have pocket doors, a couple sets of pocket doors with the old hardware on it. So then they wanted a half bathroom, and what I knew originally was they were thinking about, so in the kitchen, there was a porch that was turned into part of the kitchen at one time, and they were thinking then about putting it back there. So explain that process and kind of what happened.
Yeah.
And you didn't.
We had a contractor come out and look at it, and at first we were good to go, and then he said because it was a closed-in porch, the plumbing would end up being outside of the home, so for winter that would not work. So we were pretty upset.
Yeah.
4 kids need a bathroom. And then we found a space in our front den. It was big enough that we could put one in there.
Yeah, so that was a closet that was there before?
Right.
Yeah, and it's really pretty. It's beautiful. Kelly said she regrets a little bit now, just for those of you who are making changes, putting in the ceramic tiles because it's harder to clean the grout and stuff. But I think it looks awesome.
Thanks.
So, and so since I was here even, I saw that the bath, but they actually added, so this house was built in 1913. Let's see here, 2,190 square feet, but that doesn't include the third floor, I don't think. So they finished the third floor. It was partially finished. Wait till you see, it's amazing up there too. But anyway, so that adds a lot of square footage to this. In 1913, you have some oddities. These guys came from a century home, so they're familiar with some of the things that go along with that. But, modifications can... sometimes you can't do certain things, or it's going to cost a lot of money to do it. So I was asking them roughly, what did it cost to put this bathroom in? This is a few years ago now, but it was about $6,000 to $7,000 they've agreed on. So really not that much, to have another half bath. That's really
worth it.
Yeah.
When you're potty training young kids, to not have to run up a full flight of stairs is worth it.
I imagine, and this is where you live mostly. I mean, you're on your first floor all the time.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then since then, I love the wallpaper you guys chose. And now, what do you call your sitting room, or what do you call your antique room?
No, we actually call it the narthex. I don't know. We're not really sure where it came from.
Call it, and then
The narthex.
came up
The
with
narthex. Yeah. It's a church term, but
Okay. So that's what it is.
Yeah, but it's just our it's a room to look at. And we've got some old antiques in there that we've collected and people have given us. So
yeah, they have really cool antiques too. Kelly's dad is a pretty avid collector of antiques, so I know Jeff, if you watch this, you'd be out shopping. If I need something, I know who to go to. And even Dave's, is it your great grandfather's boots are in there? So you
his
see
grandfather's boots and his great grandfather's cash register from his store.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah, there's a picture of a store in there that was on like 93rd to 94th in Lorraine that Dave's grandpa owned. That's cool too. Yeah, I love all the decorations in here are amazing. Very time period correct.
Thank you.
And what is that one actually?
Actually, my dad painted that.
He did?
Yeah.
So this family is so talented all the way around. Okay, so then moving on, you upstairs, you obviously did the kids' rooms.
Mm-hmm.
They had a snake for their son, decorated that one all up. And then the third floor. So tell me about the process of that.
So the third floor, I believe the previous owners would occasionally rent it out to college students from BW, since we're on the campus here. And my sister travels for work, and so she moved in with us, and we wanted to make it a place that wasn't just a plain room with a bed.
Yeah.
So we tried to do it to her liking, and we surprised her and tried to redo the whole thing.
It's really pretty up there too. These guys did, so they did paneling. You'll see it looks like shiplap up there. It's paneling. It looks awesome. They got a real good price on it, an accidental price, I think. And it just, really, I'm always surprised when I, have seen you, even in your old house, like the things that you do in there that make it. So the one thing about this house, you guys, it's very, very homey feeling. You walk in and it's like, cup of hot chocolate, cup of coffee or something, I'm good to go. I'm not leaving. Sorry, guys.
That's my goal.
Yeah, and and she's accomplished that. And so besides the want to add on, which they're considering doing here, there's plenty of space. It's a huge yard. Mm-hmm. As Kelly said, they're on the campus of BW in Berea. There's room for that. But then Dave kind of he was modifying outside. He was trying to figure out what to do with space because they've got a garage out back and then this shed that was kind of sitting in the middle of everything. So he had the idea to put like a little sitting area in. Was that little archway there?
None of that was there.
So you put that in too.
He put the patio on himself, put the fencing, the archway.
And then the basketball court.
Yeah, which he dug out himself, and then we had it poured in.
Wow. That was a project.
And it was all in the summer. So
it
was busy.
Oh, yikes. Did you have the kids out there helping you?
They tried.
A little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember my dad was always like really good about having my brother and I out. So one time he was painting the garage and it was white. And we, of course, wanted to help, but he didn't want us to mess it up. So he went in the house and got a cup of milk and let us paint with the milk. I don't know how he must have saved that part or something. Yeah. We thought it was cool. And so, anyway, what else? What other changes? Can you guys think of anything else?
The kitchen was a big change. It was very small because they did have that extra closed-in porch area, but it was just a storage area. There was not very much counter space, and the layout was a little bit funky. So we switched everything up, added more cabinets and counters, put in a gas stove. He did some brickwork to match the brick chimney that's in the kitchen.
Yeah.
And now it's still a little bit funky, but it's a bigger funky.
It has a lot more space, a lot more counter space.
Yes.
Yeah. And that's really what you need.
And cabinet space.
And cabinets.
Our old kitchen was just walls and walls of cabinets and counter space.
At our old house.
And then here was probably about a third of that space. Mm-hmm. So that was one of the things we we're used to coming from a big kitchen with a lot of space to small. We needed some more.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just thinking, so in your old house there were cathedral ceilings in there in that kitchen, and it made it feel bigger too. Really, this kitchen does have good space if like what you did. It just didn't flow right before.
Right.
That's all.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is an amazing house. I'm so appreciative that they let us come in. Dave and Kelly, thank you for letting us come and visit with you. And I don't know. I think maybe we were talking about it, and this is a good time to clean up and everything. So maybe in a few years you're gonna have to modify some more, and we'll come back. And
all right.
It'll be a good deep
Hopefully
clean
we
again.
have a nice big family room and a real fireplace.
So next time we come back, remember Kelly and Dave and Berea, we're gonna look at the family room next. All right, you guys, thank you so much.
Yeah.
Take care, everybody. Have a good day.